So before we dive into the main content of this video, I just wanted to give a quick thank you for all the recent support over the last few weeks. I did a little bit of an experiment the last 2 weeks of October, posting a short video daily. I got a lot of positive feedback from that, and I appreciate you all those who have recently subscribed to the channel. It means a lot. And I took a lot of feedback and I did a few polls during that period. And kind of my takeaway from that is I'm going to be doing a new video series just talking about landscape design. That seems to be the most requested topic that I have received from you guys. So I've decided to break it down into a couple videos. We're also going to be doing videos about plant selection, different hardscapes, as well as different landscaping materials that you can use. We're going to talk a little bit about seasonal planters and how to design those into your landscape. We're also going to be doing a couple of videos talking about maintenance tips, things to look for when you're designing your landscape. And we're going to be talking a little bit about eco-friendly options for your landscaping, native plants and nativars, and talk about what those are. We're also going to do a video about how to create a living fence. So that's going to be a fun one that we're going to be doing. And we're going to be doing many more like this. And I hope that these videos will be good and informative. And I'm going to do my best to provide y'all a very good informative source of information that you can use to create your own landscapes. That's the main goal of this channel. And if you're wondering who I am and what my credentials are in giving any kind of landscaping advice, my name's Zach. I have a degree in horticulture from BYU, Idaho, and I have several years of landscaping and ground maintenance experience. And so that's a bit of my background. My main degree in horticulture was in ornamental horticulture with an emphasis in landscape design and maintenance. So I've been pretty involved in the landscaping sphere since the COVID pandemic, so about almost 5 years now, if you can believe it, that we're going to be in 2025 next year. And I'm hoping to create a good atmosphere where people can come and ask questions about their own landscape and that I can help you resolve any issues that you have. My main goal is to provide good, informative sources of how to create good and long-lasting landscape designs. It's probably one of the number one mistakes that I see, and you see me talk about that a lot in the videos where I talk about common landscape mistakes. And I'm hoping to help you prevent those long-term maintenance issues in these videos. I really appreciate it if you subscribe so you can be tagged along as I continue to post these videos. It means a lot to me. And a couple things that you may be interested in if you would like to design your landscape along with me in these videos. We're going to be doing a lot of on-paper stuff, how to show you how to do it on paper, a traditional landscape design, as well as teaching you some of the language and vocabulary that we use in the industry. A couple tools and materials that you might want to bring along throughout this video series. One of the first things you can bring, got a couple of these here, but you can buy these, I believe at Hobby Lobby or any kind of craft store, any kind of these grain templates, especially these circle ones, and they have some ones specifically for landscape, like squares or anything like that. These are really useful to use, especially when you're doing your trees and bushes, and we'll show you how to use these in one of the videos. Another good thing that you can bring is a color wheel if you have one. This is going to be really good when we're going into our plant selection and color schemes video, as well as an architect's and engineer scale. So this is the architect and engineer scale. I recommend getting both of these. These are both very important in landscape design because we want to make sure what we're drawing on the paper is to scale. And that's really important when we're talking about shrub spacing and how much space that you have to work with. So I highly recommend getting both of these depending on the scale of your project. But both of these are going to be used in the videos, so I recommend getting these. And I'll have links to all the products that I have here. I'm just going to try to find some Amazon links. None of them are going to be sponsored or affiliated. I'm just trying to show you the materials that I use in case you want to get them yourself. And then you can also, another good ruler to get is one of these. This is a T-ruler. It works really well on a desk. You can hold one end on it. It helps it keep a steady level. So when you're drawing your lines, you're not accidentally moving the ruler or something like that. And then another thing you might want to get, I'm probably going to be using mainly colored pencils and Prismacolor markers, but you can also just stick to pencil and pen. You don't have to color render these, but I'm going to show you how to color render your landscape design. I think it makes it look a lot more neat, especially if you're having to present this to anyone, like a homeowners association or something like that. I think having it color rendered professionally kind of helps put it another step forward. So I would recommend getting any kind of colored pencils or I use Prismacolor markers, but any kind of good quality markers can work well. But when everything's said and done, the goal of this whole project is we're going to design something that looks like this. See if I can hold it up while talking. But we're going to create something that looks like this at the end of our project. And I'm going to create a whole new project with you. So I'm going to start one from beginning to end with you guys, just so I can walk through the steps and the process with you. But this is what it's going to look like if you choose to color render your landscape design. I'm going to show you how to label things properly, point to things, color render all the different trees, and show you how to do this. So I think this piece of paper is an 11 by 17 piece of paper. I'll probably go grab some more paper of this size. It's useful to grab larger paper for a landscape design project just because usually of the scale everything doesn't quite fit. I recommend getting a large piece of paper, and again, you can usually find those at like Hobby Lobby or a craft store. So that's what we're going to be going over the next few videos. So please subscribe if you want to learn more about that. We're going to be going down a pretty fun journey, and I'm excited to do some practice landscape design with y'all and to go over some of the basic principles that we look through. And that's going to be the goal over the next several weeks. We're going to be making at least one long video a week with maybe a few shorter ones here and there. But that's going to be kind of the goal of this channel. That's where I'm going to be heading towards. Thank you again for watching this video. Thank you so much for watching here at Garden Theory.